would kick your ass.
It's the Auto Trader Tip-Off Show, and we here at Players Only, you know we have to pay tribute to one of the greatest players of all time, one of the greatest hoopers to step on the earth. That's right. Happy birthday, Mr. Bill Russell. 85th birthday. He is a legend. And Shaq, why wasn't you laughing when he said he'd have bust your ass?
Because he wasn't talking to me. He was talking to Alonzo and all of that.
Oh, man. Well,
happy birthday, Mr. Russell.
Happy birthday to the great Bill Russell. We believe that you would have done what you said you would have done to those men on the court. And,
you made a mistake. Not one of the greatest, the greatest.
The greatest?
The greatest.
Excuse me. I don't want to be blasphemous in basketball, but to the greatest ever in basketball.
This is
definitely
Cake?
the greatest champion. Now, this is Cake.
I was on a diet, but I guess I'll start tomorrow.
Get ready for that All-Star game. Yeah, and check it out. And we have the perfect matchup for Bill's birthday. I mean, we have the Celtics, we have the Sixers. That's coming up on Players Only. We're going to eat some more cake, though, and talk about how maybe he would have blocked your shot, big fella, in the paint, one-on-one. Since he wasn't the greatest. Oh, he can't talk. His mouth full now.
Hit that bite, Shaq.
Senator Candace Parker's in the house.
Senator Players Only, baby. We'll be right. Oh, how about this from Kobe? Happy birthday to one of my muses and mentor, the great Bill Russell, and that's from the great Kobe Bryant. All right, Kobe, I see you with the baby fro when you was 2 years old, looking fresh. We'll be back. That's right. You see it right there from Magic Johnson, one of the greatest players ever. I think we're just going to have the GOATs call in today or tweet in today. Happy birthday to the greatest winner in NBA history, 11 rings. Bill Russell was my childhood hero. Wow, that's crazy. Idolized him growing up. It's crazy when your hero has a hero. What up, Magic Johnson? And guys, you know, All-Star game is in a couple of days. Candace, what are you excited to see in All-Star?
I am excited to see the skills competition.
Okay. What about you, DJ? You're the first person I've heard say that.
Okay, Candace.
Did I throw you off?
Yeah.
No, for me,
You didn't know I was going to say that.
No, I didn't.
always about the All-Star game, but I love the Rising Stars game to see who are going to be the next superstars in our league.
Big Shaq, you know you always hurt yourself when you videotape.
I would like to see a flawless weekend.
Oh, everything.
Yeah, I want every Friday to be nice. I want the dunk contest to be perfect.
Yeah.
No misses.
Yeah.
I want the game on Sunday to be very entertaining. You know, the fans pay a lot of money. Corporate sponsors pay a lot of money for this particular weekend. And I just, hopefully the guys put on a good show. Because I can remember as a youngster, besides the Vince Carter dunk contest, that Dominique versus Jordan was the dunk contest you wanted to see. Everybody wanted to see it. We all went outside the next day and tried to practice that rock the cradle and kiss the thing. So, they sometimes guys have to realize there's people watching them, so they definitely must have to put on the show. And hopefully they will. So I'm looking for a flawless weekend. Hello, Senator Candace Parker. How are you? I'd like to hear about your changes on global warming after the break.
Nefertiti to the senator. That just shows,
Senator Candace Parker looking good.
Yo, bring the cake back out, TK.
Smash it in his face. Check it
Him
out.
up with the cake.
It's time for Accelerate Your Game, presented by Auto Trader. Now, this is a small sample size, just 2 games, but Candace, I know that you love Tobias Harris's game.
Well, Tobias Harris obviously was the anchor with the Clippers, had them early on as a favorite in the West, surprising team by the way he plays. But everybody was excited about his ability to shoot the three. And yes, does he space the floor? But the Sixers were in dire need of a bucket getter, and that's what Tobias Harris does. And that's against JaVale McGee, one of Shaq's favorites. Obviously, squaring up against Kuzma, go to the basket, high off the glass.
Do you like that, Kuz?
And then again, in transition, the offense doesn't just depend on Ben Simmons to initiate in transition. He's going to get a lot of switches against bigs. He goes to the basket. So not only does he make and can stretch the defense from the outside, he also can put the ball on the floor and get a bucket when the Sixers offense is in trouble.
Yeah, and BD, this might be one of the Sixers' easiest and best scorers, as Candace just said, and you like the fact that he, J.J. Redick, and others offer space inside for the bigs.
Yeah, I think especially for Ben Simmons, as a big point guard coming down the lane, the way he pushes the ball, it's going to be hard for any guard or really anybody to stay in front of Ben Simmons, because now you got Tobias, you got J.J. out there, and even Embiid shooting stretch threes, but it's going to be hard to double team the Philadelphia 76ers, especially Simmons, especially Embiid, with Tobias and JJ and guys like that filling out the perimeter.
Shaq, how do you feel about this team when you compare them against the other top teams, the Bucks, Toronto, the Celtics? How do you see the East shaping out?
The East is definitely becoming a little bit more dangerous than it was. This team is a very good team, but there's an if. If they could put down all the BS, whose team is it, who's getting the ball, who's getting the shots, and just do it by committee. I said this to Kenny the other day. They remind me of that 94 and 95 team that swept us when we were playing with Orlando. You got the main guy, which was Akeem. So the main guy is Embiid. Of course, we didn't stop Akeem. He was doing his thing. But next game, Sam Cassell hit us. Next game, Kenny hit us. And then the last game, Clyde hit us. So they have different options that can hit you. And then, you just have to go out and play, and, everybody has to, sacrifice. Whoever's hot, whoever has the mismatch, that's how you got to go to. And Embiid always has to put up that 28-10, and everybody else just got to follow suit. And this is my favorite guy right here. You rang? Because he come in, listen, he's not going to give you a lot of points, but what he does, the other day I watched him, and he did what I used to do. He runs to the middle of the floor, and he just stands there for 3 seconds. Now, he may not score, but he's going to get people in foul trouble, right? He's going to get your team in the penalty quick, and he can get you an easy bucket. So in the East, Philadelphia is my favorite team.
I know you don't want to answer this question, but just answer it. Who would have given you more problems? Because I saw George Mirasan give you that work. I saw George Mirasan give you that work.
What happened was...
Him or Boban?
What happened was?
He did a Michael Jordan layup. He dribbled and laid it up and finger rolled, and the whole arena went crazy. Shaq was so mad. He came out, dunked on like 5 times. We like, we don't care.
What happened was...
He laid you up.
What happened was, there's 2 guys that I could never figure out. George Mirasan and that damn big country. I couldn't and D.C. was one of my favorite cities. I had to do what I had to do the night before. I was chilling with the senators and the congressmen.
You was hanging out back there, Candace?
Nah, I was at home studying tape.
Oh, that's what's
I was
up.
focused, Shaq.
But guess what? You heard it here. You rang is my favorite. Oh, yes. Vote early, vote often. Send it to Kansas.
She's talking in the background. She loves children, business, and stuff like that. We might
Global warming.
And I'm your campaign manager. We taking all monies.
Well, there we go. We're going to have a corrupt organization between Candace and Shaq, and they're taking all donations. Just hit them up on Twitter. We'll be back with the Celtics in Philly. Welcome to the Players Only Halftime Report presented by American Express. I'm Chris Webber. We got Shaquille O'Neal. We got Candace, the Senator Parker. And we got our man, Baron Davis. Shaq told me to say that. Candace, I wasn't trying to put you out like that. But, hey, we heard a lot of talk, guys, about the Celtics and the fact how it might be not so much love in the locker room, but the way they're playing tonight, you really can't tell what's going on behind the scenes. But, BD, man, you made a great point in the back when we were just watching, and we were talking about Hayward. Tell the people kind of your thoughts on Hayward and how you like to see him kind of play.
Yeah, I think for me, Gordon Hayward is a player, right? And when you're in a system like this, and with the Celtics, they got a lot of players at his position, but he handles the ball. In Utah, they had him handling the ball, posting up, coming off down screens. I think in order for the Celtics to be an elite team, you got to move this guy around. As you see how he handles the ball coming off the pick and roll, spotting up. We like all the jumpers, but I like him having the ball in his hand, making plays. You have another playmaker in Gordon Hayward, and I think that this team, this Boston Celtics team, could benefit by moving him around the perimeter and letting him have access to making plays and having the ball.
Yeah, just not just find his own spot and shoot, but kind of, be the man with the ball that he came there for. Candace, why are you looking at me like that?
She's just impressed.
I'm impressed, but I feel like BD is really going to love this next clip that I pulled because it's T.J. McConnell and his contribution to the 76ers. Obviously, you see him. Other players are getting a lot of attention. He gets to the lane. He's 3 of 4 from the field in the first half. You know what? He stretches the defense, can stretch the floor, knock down the three-point shot. And guess what, BD?
My cousin
we got hustle. Look at him run back and get on defense. He bites it.
Okay.
Second effort, a third effort. And then watch this, BD. He gets hyped.
Oh, yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
He's the Michael Phelps.
You know what? I like the blue collar because the Sixers are going to need
He plays hard,
blue
though.
collar players.
BD. Huh? He plays hard.
No, it's my homeboy is always in the group text talking about how great T.J. McConnell is. I have no, disrespect for him. He play hard, but Anybody can do that.
Anybody could do it.
Tell us how you feel. Well, now it's
No
time
disrespect.
No, no disrespect. Oh, just how you feel. It's time for the American Express teammates and guys. Tonight, you saw Jimmy Butler kind of getting off early, attacking the bucket. Embiid, Shaq, not knocking down the shots, all the shots, but I know you like seeing the big man go to work inside, and you feel he should keep getting those touches.
Yeah, I think he should keep getting touches, but he needs to stop settling for catching the ball deep. You know, like you always used to go to the post and then pop out. He definitely needs to get to the post. This is my guy right here. Urang!
Ovan!
Great passer. You know, he's not going to give you much, but when he's in there, you got to use him. He's a great rebounder, great shot blocker. He can give Embiid the rest that he needs.
Look at that rebound. Way to get up.
Urang!
Get it. Box out,
Get it, take a power dribble, kick it out. And this right here, Embiid, he needs to do this if he wants to become a more dominant player. You know, Elton Brand, you know, put some more heavy weights on his shoulders, so he's the most talented big man he's seen since Wilt and Kareem. I agree with him, but he has to stay down there and not shooting jumpers.
Wow, he said he's the most.
Yeah, that's what he said.
But he didn't see Wilt or Kareem, so.
No, he said I played against Shaq in his prime and I played against Dave in his prime, and Embiid is better.
Wow. That's a heck of a compliment right there.
Hey,
you gotta love
now
this
you got to
game.
live up to it.
That's right. The new school, old school. Oh man, I've always envied Baron Davis's beard. It's a weave. He's the first man with a face weave.
Right here. Press forward.
That's a face weave. That ain't real. Go ahead and pose for the camera. He's a model anyway. Players only. Baron Davis. He got a beard.
Anybody can have
Welcome
a beard.
to the American Express Halftime Report. American Express, the official card of the NBA.
Time report. Check it out. All-Star Weekend is coming up, and you remember what this down. And hey, BD, they didn't give you a statue, dog, but
Hey, man.
they did
About
give
as close
you.
as I get.
Yeah, even though Candace said that looked like Randy Moss earlier. I don't think it, dog. I
Let's
think
test
it like
it.
you.
Does the
But let's
beard
just
come
see. Shaq, you always got, you look like, what that look like?
Kelly.
Look like John Lucas or something.
Oh, it does look like John Lucas.
No, you said Harrison Barnes.
Oh, yeah, Harrison Barnes. Way to pull out my other joke.
Keep going.
Second half coming up. In the meantime, go Google all the luscious beard looks that Baron Davis has rocked over his career. Did you have a beard at UCLA?
I did not have a beard. My coach wouldn't let us have fun.
Naked face. Come right back.